has to do it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so we're live now. And yeah, I can just I'll have the link so I can just post it to the discussion board.
All right.
And we can all respond.
Okay.
So Deshauna, since you went last time, you want to start again?
Sure. Okay, so in our last discussion, we were just talking about the importance of technology in the classroom and different ways that we can use technology. One way that I felt is really beneficial is having a classroom website, only because it eliminates issues with parents not knowing, what day something is due or what events are happening, what assignments are coming up, things of that nature. I feel like it's really beneficial because you can put copies of homework assignments up there. You can, we were even suggesting a way to like have a chat on there so that if parents, if it's late and they're helping their child with homework or something like that, it would be beneficial to have like a teacher parent chat or a teacher student chat, so that they can reach out directly to us.
Yeah. Or like with students like who are doing the same, like doing projects together, like so the teacher can have input rather than just them like going back and forth on text messaging, chatting.
Exactly.
There's input there as well.
Exactly. And like we were discussing before, like parents are very, some parents are like very technology savvy. And I feel like having a website would be beneficial because sometimes they don't always want to have to come up to the school and have a conference with you or send the child to school to ask questions. Whereas if they can just go online and reach out to us, that's easier.
Yeah, I agree. And it's more like a one-stop shop. They can get their information from the calendar. They can get their information for what like you said, what is due for homework.
Yep, announcements.
Absolutely.
Do you use one for your class, Deanna, at school?
What's that?
Do you have a website for your class at school?
I don't. Mainly because I teach special education. A lot of our families are very lower income, and a lot of them don't have access to the internet. But we use a system similar that does not use it, and it's very not technology at all. Our students take home binders, and there's four of us teachers who the kids rotate through every day, and we keep contact with the parents that way, as far as upcoming events and things like that. But we also, our school district uses Schoology, which is, I kind of liken it to a Facebook for education, where you can actually set up a site like that, and have your resources and all kinds of links and different things for the parents in a sidebar where, and then there's a space where you can chat and you can like things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. As an educator using it, I don't care for it much because I get a lot of traffic through my email that doesn't really belong there from other teachers posting and stuff. But you can set up different groups and have them to be private, and it can just be your parents or it can just be your students. And I know when my daughter was in high school, one of her teachers did set up a website for them where they could go in and do group discussions on uh, assignments that were working on in class.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
That is.
So, Deanna, you were just saying that you use the smart board, and that's.
I do use the smart board a lot. It kind of, the smart board, the smart technology actually kind of brings PowerPoint into touch, and it kind of brings the PowerPoint alive. You can take the presentations in the smart board and make them interactive. You can make things appear on them. Whereas in PowerPoint, all you can do when you use it on the touch board is touch the slide and make the slide change or make make something appear on the slide. But here on the smart technology, you can draw on it with pens. You can hide things underneath boxes, so when you ask a question, the student can touch the box and the box will go away and they get the answer. So it really makes it very interactive and very engaging for the students, especially special needs students.
Yeah, I was telling Bridget when you had first brought the smartboard up, it came about my final year of Caesarani. And like I remember my math teacher used to always have us, like if there was an assignment up, he would have the worksheet up there, and then he would put it to a different mode where we can go up and write the answers in, like, in their respectable
Right.
places. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, there's that, and like I talk from a special needs standpoint, so I've never seen it used in a regular ed setting, but I'm sure there's just a myriad of different ways that you can use it even for regular education, like you said, putting up the worksheets on the board, putting your bell ringer on there for the day.
yeah. What was your idea, Bridget?
I said the Chromebooks. Like I was talking to some of my kids from my after school program, and they use Chromebooks in their 5th grade, and they stay in the classroom. The Chromebooks do, and they all have like their personal accounts and their personal passwords, and they are able to reply and do their classwork on the laptops. So it cuts down on paper, and the teacher has all of their files, so he knows like if something's missing. And it's really accessible for them, and they learn to type on a computer. But I was saying earlier that there's also the lost art of writing a paper and
Exactly.
learning to spell and learning the composition and the dictation and grammar and things like that. So I think that's a little lost with technology.
I absolutely agree with that. There's nothing like sitting down and writing a paper and then typing it in.
Right.
Seriously. And I feel
And
like if we do a combination of both, like it'll really help.
yeah. Now, on the Chromebooks have so much versatility as far as Google Docs and Google Sheets, and
Yeah,
I took a training over the summertime about the whole Google Drive, and there's so many things you can do in there. The gentleman who was presenting was making animation
Oh
in the
wow.
so I'm not that far ahead. I can barely make a Google Doc, but and share it. But,
isn't that one of our projects this week too?
and this week, yes, actually. And when we were trying to figure out how to use this, I had a girlfriend here, and we were doing the Google Doc. So I'll share that out with you too as well. The
Yeah,
little
definitely.
university thing, but yeah. So I mean, the Google Docs are great. What I really like about the Google Doc is that you can be sitting in a group. Say you're at a professional development, you have a Google Doc in front of you. You can be taking notes on the Google Doc. Somebody else can be taking notes on that as well. So you've got their notes as well as your notes.
Oh wow.
That's really nice.
If it's shared out with everybody. So I mean, it's really great. I do like the Google Docs as well. We use it a lot for our IEP meetings, where instead of we having to meet as a group, we can meet on the Google Doc, and everybody input the information that we would do instead of meeting face to face. We input the information that we're going to do just straight on that Google Doc, and everything's up to date, and it's immediate. You don't have to share it again. It's live and in real time.
Wow,
Right.
that's really convenient.
It is. It is.
Wow. Did anybody else have any inputs as far as
I don't. I just think that technology it's really great for the classroom, but it should be not. I don't think that it should be like everything that you do in the classroom.
yeah. Like I know that as educators we're trying to move with the times, but I feel like it's really essential to keep that physical writing skill, like to keep that up to date, because you never know, technology is not dependable, as you can see with our problems today. So
Absolutely.
so
And
I feel like we need to teach our children the combination of both, just in case.
absolutely, I cringe because my my administration has started pushing device dependence because everybody has devices and everybody does this and everybody does that. Everybody has an iPad or a tablet, but I don't think we should be device dependent. I mean, I'm sitting here connected to a wall right now because my battery's starting to die.
Right.
Right, right. Well, it was great talking with you guys. I don't know if we discuss our discussion board on here, or do we discuss it in writing?
No, that's in writing in the discussion.
Yeah, so I'll post this to the discussion board, and then underneath we'll write our responses.
Okay. Oh, so we'll just wait for your post then.
Yep, I'll send you guys a text message.
Yeah, and I'll get to that tomorrow.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
it was great talking with you guys.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.